Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is an Empties post. These are products that I used up during April, a selection of products and quite a few to get through, so I will just crack on. So the first product is one of my absolute favourites. It's the Clinique Take the Day Off Cleansing Balm. I have lost count of how many pots of this I've had. It's absolutely fantastic. It literally does what it says on the tin. It removes everything. So waterproof mascara, really stubborn eyeliner. Even when I've done my dance competition makeup, which is really heavy makeup, this removes everything. And actually it's one of the only, and I say one of the only because there is another one as well, but this is one of the only products where I can use it around my eyes and it doesn't sting at all. So many eye makeup removers I've used really sting my eyes, so this is absolutely brilliant. I love it. Definitely repurchase. I've just opened another one, so definite repurchase. The other item that doesn't irritate my eyes, and I love this again, is the Lash Nourish pads, the makeup remover pads from Pixi. So these would be, I don't know why I've opened it because there's nothing left in there, but they are pre-soaked pads with a makeup remover, and again these do not irritate my eyes. They are great for travelling because you just pop that in your bag, and even when you get down to the bottom of the packaging, these pads are all still soaked as well, rather than getting halfway through and them drying out. So these are fantastic for travel as well. Still with cleansing, this is actually a cleanser that I won in a Twitter giveaway from Heaven Skincare by Deborah Mitchell. This is actually a foaming wash. It's cleanse and foam wash with organic mandarin and orange flower. It smells amazing and it really does leave my skin feeling great. The thing that I usually use is oil cleansers, balm cleansers, and foam cleansers aren't really something that I would normally use. So I wasn't sure what to expect when I received this, but yeah, absolutely love it. It's really nice and light and refreshing, and leaves my skin feeling great. That's a morning cleanse. I wouldn't use that in the evening, but I absolutely loved it. So thank you to Heaven Skincare for that, for being part of their giveaway. And the next item is the Clarins Hydra Essential Intensive Moisture Quenching Bi-Phase Serum, which is this. This is only obviously the sort of deluxe sample size, if you like. I would buy this. I don't know enough about it to tell you all about the technology involved. However, all I know is when I've layered this with my other skincare, it's worked absolutely perfectly in terms of there's no, sometimes when you mix skincare together, it'll start layering. It can start to ball up. This just fitted in absolutely fine with no matter which routine I was using, and my skin felt really nice and soft after I'd used it. It's very, very hydrating, so that's definitely on my to buy list. Next up is a product from The Ordinary, again another absolute favourite of mine, which is the Azelaic acid suspension 10%. As you can see, completely destroyed. That's the easiest way to make sure you get the most out of these tube products, is once you can't squeeze any more out of the actual packaging, cut the top off. I normally pop a hair clip just at the top to keep it sealed, and usually get a few more uses out of them. So the Azelaic acid, so this is one that I've been using probably around a year, maybe. I don't know if it's been that long or not, but anyway, this is my second one of these that I've gone through. I love it. With this, you either love it or hate it because it is based in silicone, so a lot of people don't like this, but I do. I find it has no problems whatsoever. I tend to use this before my moisturiser. Decay do say that this should be used as a final step because of the suspension, but I don't find I have any issues layering it before my moisturiser. I've tried both. I've tried before and after. My preference is before, so that's what I go with. It's just my personal opinion and how I use my skincare, but that is a definite repurchase. I have another one already. I don't like to run out of that, so that's really good. And actually one thing that it's helped with is the texture on my skin. So all around here where I do get a bit of hormonal spots coming up every now and again, it's really helped to even that out. So yeah, I've been really impressed with that. Next up is the Balance Me Wonder Eye Cream, which looks like this. This came in the Marks' calendar last year, which I was gifted, so I did not purchase this. I would, however, purchase this. My main problem with my eyes is the dryness in my under eye area. So all I look for with an eye cream is that it's hydrating and that it works well under makeup and doesn't disturb my concealer. Both of those were ticked with this product, so I would buy that again. So that's all of the skincare done. I'm only 4.5 minutes in, so doing well. I was dreading this being a really long video because I've got so many things to get through. So on to makeup items. So the first one is the Kiko Volume Attraction Mascara. I've had a few of these. I love it. Relatively affordable mascara. I've used so many really expensive mascaras and never been particularly impressed. Whereas this is, I don't know the exact price, you'll have to forgive me, but it's 7 something I think. But Kiko always have offers on. I think the current offer is buy 2 get 2 free. So I think these are an absolute bargain and they're really good. I have a couple of these in my pro kit and I have them for myself as well. I really like that mascara. Sticking with mascaras, another one that I've used up is just, again, another deluxe sample size. This is the Benefit Roller Lash, and again, another one that I really like. The wand on this is sort of like a cross between like a comb and a brush. The normal mascara ones, if I get my words out, but normal mascara ones, sometimes I find that they're a bit too big and you can't really get to the smaller lashes without the mascara going everywhere. But when they've got a little comb on them like that, sort of like all little spikes, I find that I can really get to the smaller lashes, and it separates the lashes as well really well. So that is another I would repurchase if I can ever stop using the Kiko. So the next makeup item is the Robust Rhubarb shade of the Clinique Chubby Stick. As you see, this is completely gone. Could probably maybe try and dig that out or something, but anyway, these I really love because their formula allows you to apply it, and then I normally get a beauty blender, or you can use a brush or pat it in with your fingers, and you can blend that in really well, and they are buildable as well. So I would repurchase those, and that particular shade I really love. I think I might even have another one of these, but that was probably a gift with purchase. I don't remember actually buying that, but I would. Next up is the Immaculate Hourglass foundation. You can see that because of the light. I'm the shade Pearl. I do really like this foundation. Get your words out. This foundation, it is a liquid to powder formula, and it gives a completely matte finish, so I've never needed to use a setting powder over the top of this. It has a really good longevity to it. It does last really well throughout the day, so if you have oily skin, this is a great foundation to try. I know it is sort of more on the premium pricey side, but that has lasted absolutely ages. The only reason I won't be repurchasing is because I actually prefer more of a dewy a look, I suppose, to my foundation now. So at the moment, that isn't one that I'll be repurchasing, but I can highly recommend that one. Lastly, to do with the makeup, is the Urban Decay De-Slick Makeup Setting Spray. Now, I don't use setting sprays very often. I tend to find that powder is enough for me, but every now and again I do use this, usually if I'm going for a night out or something, and yeah, I do rate it. I can't tell you how much longer it makes my makeup last. Perhaps I should get another one and try it, and perhaps timestamp some videos or photos and see what difference that's had. So that's all of the makeup side of things. The next item that I decided to put into my empties after using it all was this Sephora Solid Clean Solid Brush Cleanser. So this was a soap, a white soap. Brilliant, does exactly what it says on the tin, but as does the Beauty Blender cleanser that I also bought. They are basically the same. I think the other ones might smell a bit nicer, but that's kind of irrelevant. It does the job, it cleans the brushes. So I am looking to get another one of these, but not necessarily this one. Apparently there's some in Boots that are just as good, so I'm going to be giving those a go. But that, if you happen to be in Sephora and see that, it is a really good brush cleaner. Next is the Aloe Ever Shield deodorant stick from Forever Living. Now, the reason I'm mentioning this one is because I tend to go for, or try and go for, deodorants that are paraben free and aluminium free. Just my choice. I know there's not necessarily a sort of solid evidence, if you like, with regards to links with breast cancer, but for my personal preference, I just try and avoid them in my deodorant. So this one, there's neither parabens or well, basically any nasties in it. That said, I am trying other deodorants as well at the moment that claim to be paraben free and aluminium free. So this isn't one that I have repurchased. I've repurchased it in the past, but I've not repurchased it again because I'm trying some other options. Next is Haircare. So this is the Josh Wood Colour Radiating Shampoo and Radiating Conditioner for fine brunette hair. Now, I was actually gifted, not these bottles, I've repurchased these, but Josh Wood contacted me, I think it was some point last year, and asked if I wanted to review some of their products. So I chose Haircare because I wasn't actually colouring my hair at the time. So I got these, absolutely loved them, and as I say, I've repurchased a couple of times now. I've since started having my hair coloured more recently, and I've still continued to use these, and yeah, they're great. Seem to sort of care for the colour of my hair, if that makes sense. So I would repurchase these. I have repurchased them. Definitely worth checking out. And if you're interested actually in colouring your hair, and this is what I was looking at when I was asked to review their products, is on their website. If you put in, you can go and put in all of your details with regards to your hair, and it will come up with a selection of colours and products that you can use. So I thought that was quite good. So that's those. Now, 3 more things which I'll just quickly group together are fragrances. So this one here is the Jimmy Choo Fever, which was just like a handbag size that came with the full version. Jimmy Choo fragrances, I absolutely love the original, and since the original I haven't really found anything that suited me, but the Jimmy Choo Fever is beautiful. It's such a gorgeous fragrance, and I always get complimented when I wear these actually. So in terms of repurchase, yes, when my full one runs out I definitely will, and I think that was such a nifty little handbag size, so it's a shame that one's run out really, but that was obviously going to happen quickly. And the final 2 are both Shay and Blue. So both of these came in the Marks and Spencer's Beauty Advent Calendar. One would have been 2017 and one was the December just gone, 2018. Can't remember which one was which. I think the blood orange might have been in the last one. And also the last one was gifted to me by Marks and Spencer, so I didn't purchase that, but the year before I did. So the blood orange is obviously a citrus one, but it's quite sweet, but not too sweet. It's not sickly sweet. This is more citrusy than sweet, which I know is probably a really stupid thing to say, but that's how I would describe it. I don't like to go too much on about fragrances purely because they smell different on everybody. And the last one is the Atropa Belladonna, which I'm not quite as keen on as the other one, probably because it's not, I prefer sweeter fragrances, and this is probably more sort of earthy, woody kind of scent, but it was still nice to use, but I wouldn't buy that one again personally. But as I say, fragrance is such a personal thing, you've got to make your own mind up with fragrances, but you've definitely got to go and try the Jimmy Choo Fever. It's lovely. So that's all of my empties for April. If you enjoy this video, give me a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below if you've used any of these, whether you agree with me on my opinion or whether you have another opinion of what I've used. And also, if you want to see more videos, hit the subscribe button. I'll see you soon. Bye.